What's up guys, DuArktik here with another Marvel Strike Force video, and in this video we are going to talk about once again about the Dark Beast event, the Abominable Beast, and also the Ghastly Experiments, and finally the whatever event which I don't remember the name, the Cold Hearted Web milestone. And we are going to finally break down all the numbers, see how many shards you can get for Dark Beast, which milestones can you complete as a free-to-play player, and as I mentioned before, you're gonna have to blitz a lot if you want, if you care about this, which I guess you should care about this. Dark Beast is a very important character. He's part of the Horseman team, he's part of the Raid team, he's part of the requirements for Apocalypse, so find a way, ask a friend, do something. Even if you have to break the terms of service, it doesn't matter. At least from the experience we know from what the envoys are doing, we know that if you break the terms of service, it's not gonna really matter. So find a way and do the 8 blitz rotations per day, because this is gonna be a very important character, and you definitely want to do as many blitz rotations as possible, so you can also get as many shards for him as possible. So as always, if you like the information on this video, make sure you share it with your friends on Facebook and Discord. If you are new to my channel, make sure you subscribe for more Marvel Strike Force content, and make sure you smash that like button. Okay, so let's get started. Let's talk about these events. And as we mentioned before, the event for Dark Beast is going to revolve around collecting Mad Science Orb fragments, and you can find this orb in the store right now. There are multiple offers for this orb. The orb is not worth the price. The orb is way too expensive for what you obtain from this orb. So you get some gold, you get some shards for Dark Beast, and we also have some other rewards, which is mostly going to be catalysts. So depending on if you need catalysts or not, they're going to be more relevant to you, but overall I don't think that these orbs have a lot of value. The average drop shards that you have for Dark Beast is 2.8. It's around 2.777, which is 2.8. So you can imagine that from opening these 4 orbs that I have, I would probably get 8, maybe 12. Something around that. You always have to expect the minimum, because that's going to be the case. If you believe in C theory, you should do C theory to open these orbs, not the other C theory that other people promote, the one I told you before on my live streams. Okay, now talking about the events. So one of the events is going to be obtaining those fragments, and you're going to obtain those fragments to blitz. You have to blitz a lot, non-stop blitzing. I already did 2 rotations, and I already used all my blitz charges. You should definitely spend all your blitz charges, because that will allow you to get 3 additional orbs if you use your blitz charges properly. If you don't know what are the best blitz teams that you can use right now, you should go to my Discord. Link is in the description of this video, and you want to go to the blitz section, blitz teams info, and you can find here all the blitz teams that I'm using right now. This has 97% win rate guaranteed, 44 teams, and those 44 teams, even at different powers than the ones I have, they should be able to win, because they work based on strengths and synergies of different characters, and one character covers the weakness of the other, and this is why I have such a high success rate on Blitz. Okay, so with that in mind, now that we know what are the best Blitz teams to use, and now that we know how we are going to get those orb fragments, let's take a look at the other event. This one is about spending power cores. We're going to talk about this event at the end of the video, because it's a decision you have to make. I cannot tell you spend the power cores, don't spend the power cores. It depends on how many power cores you have. If you have over 10,000 power cores, maybe you can afford it. If not, then never mind. Even so, even if you don't complete this event, even if you don't complete the event on the web store, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And that's why it's so important for you to blitz. That's why it's so important for you to spend your blitz charges. And that's why it's so important for you to join my Discord and check out the best teams to use on Blitz. 44 of them. And they win on 8.3. If you don't want to win at 8.3, you can drop off a few ranks and then climb up again. it's not going to be a problem. You're going to win tons and tons of times with those teams. But now that we know these, the other two events, the event of spending power cores and the event of spending energy, those events don't matter. Those events don't matter. If you do the 8 rotations per day on Blitz plus the Blitz charges, you can almost complete this event. You can go all the way to milestone 34, easy mode, literally easy mode. You just have to do non-stop Blitz. But that will allow you to get those 30 additional shards for Dark Beast on top of the ISO 8 Blue level 4 and other additional things that you can see. I don't know if Scopely noticed this, because this event right now, if you have the time to blitz, if you don't, once again, there are ways out there that allow you to blitz without blitzing, but there are, if you can blitz, then you should do this because the rewards are pretty juicy. And yeah, you don't have to spend the power cores, you don't have to do any of that in order to complete that specific event. Okay, so let's take a look at the numbers now. Once again, best blitz teams, they are on my Discord. Let's take a look at the numbers. So let's start off with the events that don't matter. So we have this daily milestone, cold-hearted web milestone. You have to spend around 2,400 energy to complete this event daily. It doesn't make any sense. It's way too many power cores for energy where you have nowhere where to spend this energy. It's completely ridiculous. Now, if you spend just the free energy, you are going to get 1,200 energy, and that will allow you to reach milestone 15 right here. At the end of the 7 days, this will allow you to get 4 orbs. Going beyond that, I don't think it makes any sense, because the power cores that you have to spend for energy, you might not even have places where to spend this energy, and the amount of orbs you are getting is also not worth it. The difference between the free energy and the 300 cores per day energy, which is going to total over 2,000 power cores, you don't even get double of the orbs. So what's the point? You don't even get double of the orbs. The amount of power cores you have to spend for the amount of orbs you are getting is irrelevant. It's literally irrelevant. Okay, so with that in mind, if you spend the 1,200 energy, that's all you need. Now they are forcing you to spend 50 cores on energy, so you collect that 100 additional energy on the store. That's fine, that's not going to change the numbers because it's just too little, and if you have to spend beyond that, it's just not good enough. Okay, so this event from the web store, just spend your 1,200 energy, that's it. Make sure that you check out, so you don't want to overspend energy from one day to the other. And it's going to be very, very easy to do the 1,200 energy. You get to 4 orbs, and that's it. Don't worry about this. It's just irrelevant to spend these power cores. Now, let's talk about the other event where you have to spend the power cores. Right now, there is no place where you should spend your power cores. On the game right now, they put some offers trying to influence you to spend your power cores. You go to offers, you go all the way down. We have all these offers here for power cores. Maybe the only one that is worth it is the one with the training materials, and even so, I don't recommend it. But we have this one for Dark Beast shards. It's ridiculous. 800 power cores for 5 Dark Beast shards. It doesn't make any sense. If it was 10, maybe. Now 5 just, no. Then we have SBCs, we have ABCs, we have all this trash. Maybe you can justify the ISO 8 Blue level 4 because it's required for Apocalypse, but once again, I don't recommend. This is way too expensive. It's way out of anyone's budget. And then we have the Gear Tier 17. I mean, that's okay, but it's RNG drops, so you don't know what you are getting. And this one is a bait. This one seems like it's good, but it's actually not good. 100 cores for a few Gear Tier 16, and everything else is trash. Like they are trying to bait you to spend your power cores. Don't fall into this trap. I don't think it makes any sense, none of these offers, and yeah, let's move on from this. Once again, I don't see any place where you should spend your power cores, except if Nemesis is released and Nemesis is available through power cores. If that will be the case, then you'll be able to double dip not only on Dark Beast shards, but also on Nemesis shards. That's the only point. If tomorrow after the patch is live, you go to the orbs and you see like you have for Scarlet Spider here, if you see the orbs for Nemesis here, then if you have the power cores, maybe you should consider spending those power cores in order to get Nemesis shards and also completing the milestones. Because when you take a look at the rewards are not like mind-blown amazing, but the rewards are pretty decent. If you spend the 10,000 power cores, which is a lot, but once again, remember that you are double dipping in value. If you spend the 10,000 power cores to unlock Nemesis, you are also going to get over $20 worth of Dark Promotion credits in red stars, because they sell these Dark Promotion credits directly way more expensive. They sell them for like $40, $50 maybe. In terms of red stars, they are around $20, but when you convert from red stars to Dark Promotion credits, then it's more expensive. So you are getting between $25 to $50 maybe in Dark Promotion credits. On top of that, you're also getting additional Dark Beast shards, and you're also getting part of an Elite 6. So that depends on how much you value that. If you are a new player, mid-range player, Elite 6 might not make that difference, but for a veteran player, I guess it will make a bigger difference. Okay, so as you can see, this is something that you have to make the decision, and you have to analyze, do I have enough power cores to do this event? Over the 7 days, will I be able to obtain a total of 10,000 power cores? If you have around 8,000 power cores right now, maybe it's something that you should consider, and once again, it's up to you. I cannot recommend to you. I'm probably going to do it because I have 18,000 power cores. If you are not in this situation, maybe it's just skip it. Also keep in mind that tomorrow we'll also have the new Strike Pass, and that will give you one additional 1,000 cores, and that might help you justify doing this event. This is just stuff that I want you to have in mind. Once again, you don't have to do any of this in order to complete the event. Let's take a look at the numbers. So, the event of power cores and the event for energy, it's 100% optional. The amount you get as a free-to-play player is just not relevant enough. So even if you spend the 2,100 power cores on the energy event, you are only going to get a total of 3 orbs. It's completely meaningless. Or you spend all the power cores, or you don't spend any power cores. And in my opinion, most people should spend 0 power cores and focus as much as possible in Blitz. Okay, so taking a look at the final numbers of the event. The numbers that we are taking here is the amount of orbs that you are going to be able to obtain. So with Blitz, you are going to get a total of 70 orbs. This is with 35 teams, and this is with the thought that you are going to get a total of 2,500 fragments. I can tell you that I get way more than this. I get an average of 3,200 because of my Blitz teams, they're winning so much and so on. So I get an average way higher than this. I have 44 teams, not 35, but still, if you have 35 teams, you should get a nice amount of fragments, over 1 orb for sure. Then you want to do the 8 rotations per day, you want to spend all your Blitz charges and so on, and that will allow you to obtain 70 orbs. On top of that, you are also going to get 3 additional orbs from a calendar, and you can get a total of 3 orbs as well if you use your Blitz charges properly, if you're saving your Blitz charges before the event started. So this is going to give you a total of 76 orbs. Once again, you can get a lot more than this if you have more Blitz teams. The more Blitz teams you have, the better. Once again, make sure you check out my Discord. It has all the Blitz teams you can make right now, and these Blitz teams will win with a 97% win ratio. Okay, there we go. So if you have all these orbs, the amount of points you are going to get is around 169,000 points, and this is because we got 2,000 additional points from the mailbox. There was a problem with the calendar, so everyone got 2,000 additional points. This will allow you to reach milestone 34, where you'll be able to obtain the 30 Dark Beast shards. So if you are doing the Power Core event, if you are doing the energy event, you are going to be able to complete all the milestones and even go further beyond, which there is no reason for that. But as I said, you can complete the milestone 34, get the 30 additional blitz, get the 30 additional beast shards just by blitzing. You just have to blitz non-stop, as you can see from the numbers. This is what you get free to play from the other events. This is the points that you get from blitzing, this is from the calendar, and this is from the blitz charges. Makes a total of 169,000, and you need 160,000 to reach those 30 additional Dark Beast shards. Okay, so beyond that, how many shards can you get for Dark Beast? You can go all the way to 5-star, depending on how many blitz teams you have. If you have as many teams as I have, if you have over 40 blitz teams, you should be able to reach the 5 yellow star for Dark Beast. That is also going to be even more increased if you spend some power cores on the event, which I don't recommend. It really depends on how many power cores you have. You always want to have around 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 power cores for some crazy event that shows up even crazier than this one, of course. But if you take into consideration the 70 orbs that we get from blitzing, the 3 orbs from the calendar, the 4 orbs from the energy, these orbs you get without spending any power cores, by the way. So if you take into consideration all those orbs, it's going to give you a total of 245 shards for Dark Beast. This is already counting with the 30 shards from the milestone. So if you spend the power cores, you are going to easily obtain 5 yellow stars for free. Power cores, they can be obtained for free, you just have to save them. So you're gonna be able to get the 5 yellow stars for free for Dark Beast. Once again, you can get way higher than this if you have more than 35 blitz teams. All my calculations, all my numbers are based on having just 35 blitz teams with a low ballot amount of fragments. As I said before, I'm getting over 3,000 on average with my blitz teams, and then on top of that, you also want to spend your blitz charges only after you finish a rotation. So you do a full blitz rotation. If you are getting a lot of big drops, then that's when you use your blitz charges, because yes, there is also a blitz seed that will increase the amount of rewards you get. So you only use your blitz charges whenever you get big drops like 2,500, 750. A lot of people getting those big drops, so that's exactly when you use your blitz charges. If you are just getting 50, 25, 50, 25 and so on for all your matches, then you are not going to use your blitz charges then. And that's it. If you do like this, 100% guaranteed you'll be able to obtain a 5 yellow star Dark Beast free to play, which requires a lot of blitzing. That's it. I hope you guys have the free time to do this, because once again, this is a very important character. It's part of the Dead Sea team, which is a raid team that of course everyone needs. He is also a very good PvP character. I didn't mention this, but he is a very, very powerful PvP character that we'll start to see very often in Cosmic Crucible very, very soon. Make sure you guys stay tuned for that, because I already have some good matches with Dark Beast on Cosmic Crucible. And he's part of the Horseman team for Archangel. He's part of the requirements for Apocalypse. So yeah, it's a character that you really want to get as many yellow shards and red stars as possible, especially free to play. So yeah guys, that's going to be the video. Full breakdown for Dark Beast, once again very important character, and once again I really hope that you guys have the free time or the availability or the means to participate in this Blitz event, because this is probably the most important Blitz event that we had this year. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you smash that like button, and if you found the video helpful, make sure you share it with your friends on Facebook and Discord. If you are new to my channel, make sure you subscribe for more Marvel Strike Force content, and I will catch you guys later.